All right, hello everyone. My name is Madison Hamilton, and I did my presentation assignment on the pros and cons of online learning. I chose this topic just because I think we can all greatly relate to it. We've been learning online for who knows how long now, so I just wanted to get a little bit more in depth with it. All right, so what is online learning? Just to be a little bit more technical, it is an educational approach that allows students to participate in courses through the internet using any type of technology device. So, students do not need to visit lecture halls or classrooms to participate in online learning. It is all within the comfort of your own homes. So, how do we relate to this? As I mentioned, we greatly relate to this topic. Since COVID-19, there was really no choice but to switch to online learning, and it was a very tough adjustment for not only students but teachers as well. So, the pros of online learning: it's very flexible, it's self paced, um, you can develop time management skills, you can improve your virtual communication and collaboration, you can develop self motivation skills, new technical skills. For some people, they can get reduced cost depending on um, what program they're taking, what location they're attending, and what school they're at. You also have a better ability to keep a job while studying. It's also you have a very customizable learning environment since you are all within the comfort of your own home. It's also very eco-friendly since you aren't traveling as much, especially if you live out of town. Traveling there and back to school every day is not good for the environment whatsoever. You're able to learn at your own pace, and you're able to get most of your quiz and test marks immediately, which all of us like. All right, so the cons of online learning. Feedback can be very limited. It's very isolating in the social aspect, which can be hard for people. It requires strong self motivation and time management skills. It lacks all of the face to face communication, really, just because you can't get an immediate answer, or talking to someone through a screen is totally different. Online learning is inaccessible to the computer illiterate population. By that, I just mean people who don't have a type of technology that they can access online learning through. It can be very unfair for them. So, online learning also tends to focus on theory rather than practice. And when it comes time to go back out into the real world, people can generate severe anxiety from going from feeling so isolated to just being thrown back out into the real world. So that can be very hard for people. So, some statistics: a majority of students, roughly 57%, said they felt better about online learning now rather than before the pandemic. So, this was said by McKinsey in 2021. As well, the majority of students, roughly 73%, agreed that they would like to take some fully online courses in the future. And to add, a slightly smaller amount of students, around 68%, mentioned that they'd actually be interested in taking courses offering a combination of both in person and online learning. So that's known as a hybrid class or hybrid course. It's just a mix of both styles of learning. And again, that was said by McKinsey in 2021. So, most students also agreed that they would like to see greater use of technology for in person learning, which I actually found very interesting. So, is online learning or in person learning better? In reality, one is not better than the other. It's really just a personal preference because they both have their limitations. Everyone has their own opinions on the different learning styles. I'm personally more of a hands on learner, so I succeed more in person where I'm actually able to apply my knowledge a little bit better. But of course, I do like the convenience of being in my own home. So yeah, some people just really prefer learning online, and some people prefer learning face to face. So to conclude, we now know how we can relate to the pros and cons of online learning since the world has been forced to make these adjustments. Everything in life is going to have pros and cons, just depending on an individual's learning style. One can be more suitable than the other. So, as I mentioned, in person is a little bit more suitable for me just because I'm able to apply my knowledge a little bit better. As well, the adjustment of online learning was difficult for teachers as well. Concepts can be gained or lost through online learning. All right, so that is everything that I have for my presentation. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. I know we can all relate to this, so I thought it would be a little bit more interesting. These are all of my references, and I know that some of my pictures got cut off just because of my little box in the corner here. But if it's posted, then you should be able to see it. So thank you so much.